everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at Cubasis. This track is the one I started the other night using factory synth, and I don't know if you remember, if you were watching, I said I'd probably finish it off or at least start to add to it. Well, I finished the Patreon loop pack, the autumn 2022 loop pack today, so we're going to be using that. And so if you're a Patreon, I've just added this to the rewards folder. I'll put a post up tomorrow with a link as well. But it's already in the rewards folder if you want to go and check it out. So we'll be having to listen to some of the different loops and soundscapes I made for that. And if you want to become a Patreon, of course, it will cost you as little as $1 a month. You got access to everything. I don't have a tier system on Patreon because some people can afford to pay a bit more and some people can't. And I want people to have access to everything. So before I actually get going, if you become a Patreon, you get access, apart from the fact that you're supporting, or we have competitions and giveaways and stuff like that on there, but you're also supporting me and Joe, of course. You get access, let me just show you. You get access, immediate access to this folder. And this is the Patreon free stuff folder. And this is what happens when you click on a link, you come here. And you get a load of AUM sessions, but they're all pretty old. You get a bunch of binaural samples, environmental samples, mini sampler 2 instruments, some music. And this is the new one, the Patreon Autumn Pack here, which has 4 folders in it with different samples and things in, which is very cool. You also get another folder here called Wave Loops and Samples that has tons of stuff in it, all sorts of samples and effects and stuff like that. And then you also get this folder which says Synth Patches, and this contains full preset packs for many synthesizers, all free for patrons. So all this stuff. So you're actually getting tons and tons of free, actually sound packs as well for synths. Anyway, there you go. So you get loads of stuff if you're a patron. However, we're going to listen to this, right? So from this point here, where this soundscape comes in, this is one of the new packs. So this is one of the new soundscapes. Now they're all in C. They're all in C or C minor or A minor, because if you load a sample pack into a sampler, your initial default note will be C. So then you know where you stand exactly and can either transpose it up or transpose it down. And in Cubasis, I've used some drum loops here as well. So I've used drum loop number 7, which was originally at 90 BPM, and I've just time stretched it to 100 BPM here. So, and then this one as well. So we've got 3 here now that are from the pack. Our solo number 5 as well. And I'll solo the drum loop. This is one of the drum loops. So I had a poll on Patreon asking what people would like, and soundscapes and things like that came out top, so there's more of them than anything else. Okay, so let's go and add something else to this. So I'll just select this here and then extend that out a bit. Right, so I'm going to add something from the pack to here. I'm going to put it on track 4. So thanks, Cara. Thanks. Well, it's there in Patreon folder now. It's number 7, drum loop number 7. They're just numbered. So I've imported the whole folder into Cubasis as well, but it's also in audio share. I put it in a couple of places. I'm going to go to media now, and you'll see here I put it into audio. I'm just going to show you the stuff that's going on. So this is soundscapes. There's 35 soundscapes, and they take quite a long time to do. They're all like at least 16 bars long, and they all have a tail apart from one of them, which is mainly designed for looping. And then there's the drum loops, and now they all loop perfectly. Then there's the sequences, they all loop perfectly. And then there's 10 one-shot special effects. Okay, so maybe we could put like a one-shot special effect in there. So if we go into our special effects folder, there are 10 of these, and we can... And if they're tonal, they will be in C, so that if you put them onto an instrument, it would load into C. So that's quite nice, actually. So I'll pick that up and I'll drop it onto track 4 here. So I'll just stick it there for a moment. It's gone there, but we can put it up there. And I'm going to just move this back to there. So it now sounds like... Yeah, that sounds nice. So underneath this, I'm going to add another audio track. I'm doing it near the top so that I can actually easily see where I'm at when I'm dragging the samples in. So also there'll be something else can go there as well. So let's go and have a listen to some more of them, shall we? So we've got, I won't need to use another one shot at the moment. Soundscapes, we have 35 of these, and I'll play as many of these as I can during the course of the stream. I would like to say hello and welcome to everybody who's here in the chat as well. Bless you all. And like I said, if you've just joined, these are all now in the Patreon rewards folder, free for you to use and whatever you like. They're all royalty free because they're all made and designed by me. Okay, so here is the first soundscape. Thank you, David. Thank you very much. So I don't think that one for this. So I think that's a pretty cool one to put there. So I'm just going to drop this in there and just move it back up to there. Don't know why it doesn't go where to drop it. And then let's go a bit closer here. Let's just move it to the beginning of where that should be. And like I said, these are, yeah, see, these 16 bars, but they have, all but one have a perfect fade, so that if you wanted to double it up, you just kind of blend them together. You know what I mean? So this should sound okay. We could actually, if we wanted to, instead of that coming in immediately, we could kind of have it fade in over one bar, I guess, so that the one shot is more pronounced. And like I said, you can do what you like with these samples and sounds and soundscapes and stuff. You know, you can chop them up. You can, well, do whatever you like. Sounds nice. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe the drum pattern could change there as well. I'm just doing this as an example to show you the pack, but you know, media. Let's see. Let's have a listen to another soundscape. These take ages to make. So let's have a listen to some of the drum loop. Sequence. Do I want to see? I might want a sequence here. Yeah. It's a cool sequence. Okay, yeah, let's drop that in, and I think I'll make a new track, so I'll just add in there an audio track and take this sequence and I'll just drag it up here and go and find where it's dropped. So I don't know why it drops it down there, but there you go. So, and this one I will place exactly where that other drum pattern ends, and we'll just highlight this. Go here, make sure I'm on track 5. What's that? Sequence 13. I'll just rename it. This is just so I know what I've used. Sequence 13, and copy and paste, and I'll just paste it a bunch of times. Paste. So that should sound quite good now when it comes in. Nice. I'm going to go into my mixer here and add the channel strip, I think, to that. Actually, no, I'm going to add a bit of EQ, so... Cool. Let's add an audio track. To media. It's another sequence that won't fit though with this. Well, like that one. So what's this? This is 110 BPM, so we need to do a bit of time stretching on this one. Let's put it in somewhere, find out where it dropped. Let's put it up here. So, oh, what's that sequence? What speed's that? Oh no, that's okay. Right, so let's put it up and God. Now, here's we're gonna time stretch this one. So it's 100. Oops, it's 100. Put it where we want it to go. You'll see it's 100. It's 110 BPM. So we need to stretch this to, and it's 8 bars. That might be 8 bars as well, actually. I'm not sure. Might have got the one or two of the numbers wrong. So I'm just going to hit stretch here, and I'm going to choose the Pro algorithm, and I'm just going to stretch that out to there. And I'm just going to, just to make sure, I'm going to solo it. Where is it here? I'm going to solo it and put the click on, so we know I've stretched it correctly. So there you go, perfect. So although it says I mean, to be honest, the soundscapes don't really matter about stretching them. You can if you want to, but because they're kind of like, they're not rhythmic based, they're texture based, so it doesn't really matter. But I put the time in anyway. But you can still do as you like with them. So now we've reduced the tempo of that one to 90 BPM to suit the track. And we can kind of, what would be the best way to do this, I suppose? Would it be just to, I think it would, just to copy and paste it. So now we have this going over. So now, oops, I'm going to unsolo it, see if it fits in, of course. It should fit in, of course. Okay, so did you hear that there? I didn't line that up properly. Nor this one. Or this one. Okay. So that should be absolutely fine. Thanks, Colin. Cat weasel. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Actually, I think it sounds all right. So let's crack on, shall we? Well, let's, what was that called? That was sequence 7, wasn't it? So I'll just rename this to sequence 7. Sequence 7. Okay, just to keep track. And I will again, of course, add in another audio track and see what we've got occurring. So audio. Yep, and go to media. So again, we'll carry on listening to it. We'll listen to a couple. These are more sequences. Some of these just won't fit because of the way they're swung. Okay, so drum loops. Let's listen to some drum loops, shall we? So. I tried to make the drum loops as interesting as possible. And they will loop perfectly. This one, it's got a tail on it because it's got tons of reverb on it, but it's also got the loop. Oh, I like this one. I'm going to use that one, I think. Yeah. So that is at, that's at 90, so I need to speed it up a little bit. So cool. So we'll pick this one up, drop it in there somewhere, go and find out where it dropped. And I'll have this start the second time round, so make sure we pick it up. Wait, God, honestly, I'm not even kidding. Right, here we go. I'm going to stick it there. And it's 90 BPM, it needs to be 100 BPM, so we need to shorten it there. Let's select our stretch algorithm, and again I will go with Pro, and just basically just drag that back there. Oh, hang on a minute, I've put it in the wrong bloody place. So that now theoretically should be perfect with this. Oh yes. Okay. Right, let's copy this. So, oh my God, what have I done here? Right. I'm gonna have to do it again. Pressing the wrong buttons here. Idiot. Right. Stretch. Pro. Set this. Select this. Put it in the right place, select it, copy it and paste it. And what I'm going to do is this might work out well. Paste and then paste it again. But on this one here, where this sequence is, I'll fade this out. Over the course of its 4 bars or whatever it is, and just see how this sounds now. I'll fade that one out as well. And have it go the same. I'm going to just start to recolor some of these because they're getting a bit bland. Okay, right, so let's just see how that sounds, shall we? I think that's a really cool loop idea. Definitely need another soundscape in under that. So that was drum loop, was it? Drum loop 14. Go and have a listen. Let's have a listen to some. We'll listen to a couple more loops. I probably won't use any more drum loops, but you can tell I love lo-fi, can't you? Everything as well. Also, everything was made on the desktop using the real high-end stuff. That massive X and stuff like that. Another punchy drum kit. Lots of stereo stuff going on as well. Like when I programmed the patterns, I put everything all over the place, so but like I said, don't worry about the timing. You can pitch it whatever you like. So they're really good. They're really usable, you know. Maybe as well we could put in a right, we haven't listened to many of the one shots. I put a few one shots in there, although they were the least requested like things, but I thought, well, you know, I'll put a few in anyway. Let me see what we could do. So, but they're psychoacoustic, so they're not like just snares and drums and stuff. There's loads and loads of stuff going on, tons of effects added to the actual synth sounds as well. And they all have absolutely perfect fades. They won't cut off. That might work. Yeah, let's pick that up and drop it somewhere. I don't know why it's not dropping where I want it to drop. I don't know why it's massively annoying to pick stuff up and move it around. So where this will come in will be, I'm guessing around there. So Let's see. Okay. And then there's nothing on track 7, no? Oh, I've put it on the wrong one. Actually, it doesn't matter. It can go on that. It can go on that FX track as well, since that's an effect and all. And I can adjust the volume. I don't need to worry about any extra effects on it. It's got tons on there, so I'll just stick the next one on number 7. Let's see, and it will be a soundscape. So where did we get up to? So a lot of it is very spooky and weird. That's actually really nice as well. So it tells you the key, BPM. Basically, you can ignore the BPM completely with the soundscapes. Listen. I actually really like that for this, so I'm gonna pick it up and just let Cubasis like put it wherever it likes. Seriously, look. Right, so, and that can come in there. Yeah, that's okay. Before I play it, let's listen to a few more. I'll just play through a few soundscapes because they're all really interesting. Honestly, I'm not kidding. These soundscapes take absolutely ages because it's not just one program, one sound. It's multiple tracks of sounds to build up one soundscape, and then loads of effects as well. definitely sure you could, if you're into kind of experimental stuff, use these in your projects, you know, and mess them up, do what you want, chop them up, or just use them as they are. I like listening to them. I mean, I know I made them, but they're fun to listen to. I'll show you a cool trick in a minute as well. I'll use this one in this. But like, there was a lot of care and attention taken in the fades as well, so they would just, most of them just fade. Loads of soundscapes. Loads of spatial stuff used. Thank God for Eventide. An audio thing. This one's atonal, and it will loop. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new track. Just add an audio track. I'm going to take this one for example, and I'm just going to drop it in somewhere. Here it's dropped in on there, so I'm going to pick it up if I can. There we go, and move it here. And what I'm going to show you with this, what you can do, because they're only 16 bars long. I mean, you know, that's quite a long time, but there is a cool things you can do. Like, for example, I'm going to add another audio track here just below this one. I'm going to take this track here, and I'm just going to copy and paste it, and I'm going to pick it up and drop it onto this one. And around here, I will just fade them in and out, crossfade them. I'll do it very quickly so it doesn't take time. So just, if you want to get this really good, just spend a little bit more time with the crossfade, and you'll get a better effect. But you'll see what I mean. And if we start this kind of fading in as well here, so over that distance, when that drum loop stops there, this will kind of be already in. this is the kind of effect you'll get. But what I'll do is just for fun, is this whole track, which is now this long, I'll play the whole thing from the actually let's hear what it sounds like with the fade, and then I'll play the whole thing while you say ta-ra to each other. That sounds quite nice. So let's go to so that actually was pretty good. So if you spent a little bit more time with the fade, you could make it sound really cool. But that's a cool way to get them to, you know, blend into each other. And if it's a dead end, like a drum loop, take one drum loop and chop the end off it and just move that onto another track and apply some reverb to it. Not much, just a little bit, so you don't get the cut off. But this will just literally fade out. Right, okay, so I'm going to play this. Now, don't forget that we started this the other day. And I'm going to finish it with another synth, so it's got this kind of weird section in the middle. I'm going to play the whole thing through. Thank you so much. Bless you all. Still time to super chat, super thanks, and all that other cool stuff to help support me and Joe. If you're a Patreon, it's already in the Patreon folder, but I will make a post, and for everyone else who's not watched this video or won't watch it, and they can go and get the sample pack from Patreon, and all loads of other cool stuff in there. There's loads of synth presets, packs, and all that kind of stuff. Loads more loops and samples. The binaural stuff is really cool as well that we did. Anyway, yeah, awesome stuff. Cool beans. I shall hopefully be back tomorrow with some other bits and pieces. Actually, I'm doing a new app tomorrow, but it's a proper video. I'm doing it tomorrow morning. It was a pre-release for someone, so yeah, it's not out yet, but it will be soon. Anyway, top job, cool beans, and I will see you later. There are links in the description if you want to become a patron and get all this stuff for free and help support me and Joe at the same time. That's cool. That would be really nice. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoy this. I called it The Factory. Thanks, L Waves.